Drafting with Numot. Thank the Lords. Vintage Cube is back. And it is updated with a few cards from the new sets, but hell yeah. Here we are. So, unlike Legacy Cube, Vintage Cube is, like the name suggests, a little bit further back in time, or at least it encompasses more Magic cards in the history of the game. And so you can potentially open power. We did not open power here, but we opened some quite good cards. Upheaval, one of my favorites, and a good first pick, I think. Oracle of Moldiah. Lion's Eye Diamond, very, very good. Especially in the Storm deck, which I do love, of course. Animate Dead, another powerful card. I think I'm going to pick one, pack one, the Upheaval, though. And probably end up in either green to go with the Upheaval, or oftentimes you can just pick up enough mana rocks that are colorless. So let's take the Upheavals here, see what we get. And a good follow-up already, Basalt Monolith. Other good considerations, Memory Jar, a very powerful card that was banned originally in its opening set just because I was so good. Glenelender Archmage, but let's go with the Basalt Monolith to follow up the Upheaval. Just a solid choice all around. Can never really go wrong with ramp in this format. Okay, into a FOF, Fact or Fiction, Wheel of Fortune. And some other fine cards. Nothing really stand out though. Like, in Vintage Cube you can actually win on turn one, though not very likely. There are just enough broken things that you can do, you know. Power 9 is in the sets, channel, balance, mana drain, that type of thing. So very, very high power level. Okay. Pick number 4. We have an Academy Ruins, Marsh Flats, Solemn Simulacrum, Deceiver Exarch. Just going to take Solemn here and stay brown and blue for now. Of course, by brown I mean artifacts. Deceiver Exarch, though, good. Kiki Jiki, Splinter Twin, both in the cube. Marsh Flats, any fetch is normally a good, fine choice if you want to, but I'm going to stick with this for now. Oh, there's the Yawgmoth's Will. So if I wanted to go Storm, now would be the time to kind of hedge. I think Birds of Paradise is probably the most synergistic card with what I have thus far, but oh man, I'm a sucker for Storm. It's so hard for me to pass Yawgmoth's Will. Even if it doesn't end up working out, I think it's a fine pick here. Okay, now we have Torrential Gearhulk, Baleful Strix, Elves of Deep Shadow, Eternal Witness. Fire Confluence, also a very good card. Iona, one of the better reanimate targets. I think now I might take the Strix to follow up the Yawgmoth's Will. But I could also see taking the green cards. Again, the green cards will mesh nicely with Storm, but let's go with the Strix here and see what we can pull off. Maybe now a Lotus Bloom. Alright. Don't count me out yet, Storm. Nice. Now a Mana Morphos. Okay, this is going to work. Upheaval, not necessarily the greatest card in a Storm deck, but it can still do some wonders. I mean, it can reset your mana rocks and whatnot. Nice, we wield the Cabal Ritual too. Alright, but this is looking like a pretty good start for a Storm deck overall. Yawgmoth's Will is one of the best pieces. If I can get that Lion's Eye Diamond on the wheel, then you know we're at a good spot. I don't remember what pack the LED was, but if I get the Lion's Eye Diamond back, I am 100% committing to Storm. Oh, that would be so good. Because what you can do with Lion's Eye Diamond is, with Yawgmoth's Will on the stack, activate Lion's Eye Diamond, discard your hand, add 3 mana, and then with Yawgmoth's Will you get to cast them all again. So what we can do here is take the Empty the Warrens as our first Storm card if I want to. Can also just take the Black Cliffs for fixing. I think I'd rather just have the Storm card for now. Okay, we might not get the LED back. I don't remember what pack it was in, but we have a Hissing Quagmire and Copperline Gorge here, both fine picks. I'm going to be very sad if I don't get it, though. Okay. Tutor is not terrible. But yeah, looks like we might not get the Lion's Eye Diamond back. Darn. Such a good card to have with Yawgmoth's Will. One of the most busted synergies, combos, if you will. Okay, High Tide is not terrible, though. You really want to be heavy blue. You want to have a lot of islands for this card to work, but it's a fine pickup nonetheless. And some last few fatties. Okay, so really only missed out on the Lion's Eye Diamond, which is a big card to be missing out on, but I think with what we got so far out of the first pack, we're still in a good position for Storm. Let's see, might be cutting the Upheaval. Solemn is a little bit questionable, but still fine. Alright, and we opened our Power 9. How about a Mock Sapphire? One of the best ones we could have opened. Either that or Jet. Soul Ring Black Lotus, for example, but one of the better cards for sure. What are we passing? Not too much. Maybe Expansion Explosion. Hopefully that Wheels, or a Faithless Looting, perhaps. No chance I'm passing that Mox, though. And now we have a second pick. Azorius Signet versus a Polluted Delta. Gonna go ahead and take the Delta. Fixing's vitally important, and there are uses for shuffle effects. Plus the fetch also gets an extra card in our graveyard for Cabal Ritual, so a lot of small things that make the Delta worth it. This is just the easiest Demonic Tutor of my entire life. Oh my gosh. So no Storm card beyond the Empty the Warrens yet. I do prefer Tendrils of Agony as my Storm kill of choice, but we have all the other pieces that you would want so far, besides that missed LED. But yeah, this is looking great. Real happy with this Storm start. Okay, pick number 4 here in the second pack. And we have a few options. None of them are stellar, but some are fine. I'm going to go ahead and take the Miscalc here. Just some early interaction with the opponent. Also, we can just cycle it should we need to. Otherwise, Freebooter or Disallow are like fine, but I think Miscalc is the correct choice. So what are we missing so far? Missing like a Draw 7 effect. Missing a Time Twister, Time Spiral. Was there Wheel of Fortune in pack 1? I think there might have been Wheel of Fortune in pack 1 as well, right? That could be slightly awkward. But overall, still very pleased with this start. We already have 2 tutors, the Acquisition and the Demonic. Could use some more fast mana, I suppose. But yeah, not too shabby. Another pretty solid pack here, as we have a Regrowth if we want to, a Hymn, and a Sensei's Divining Top. I think the top is the best to go along with the Storm plan. And you know, I already have multiple shuffle effects, so the top being able to dig is really good. Small chance that we wheel the Regrowth, but let's take the top. I have enough artifacts now, too, that something like a Tinker, Tolarian Academy, that type of thing could really do some good work here as well. Okay, next pack has Rakdos' Return, Control Magic, Collective Brutality. I'm a big fan of Rakdos' Return, but I think I'm going to take the early interactive spell, that is Collective Brutality. Just does a lot of work. Lets you, take something from their hand that could be annoying from you, kills a small creature, even gains you some amount of life, so let's go with the Brutality here. Jite, Daretti, Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Nothing too amazing here. I had Daretti in one of my previous Storm drafts, though, and it was actually pretty good. Now, granted, I did have it with Tolarian Academy, but I'm not really taking anything else here anyways, so we'll take the Daretti and see if we end up splashing that in addition to the other red cards we have. Okay, I'm just going to take Scarab God here. It's a fine backup win con in a pinch. And, yeah, nothing too much else there for me. Expansion, though, on the wheel, just as we were hoping, is another nice one. Gifts Ungiven. That is a card that is very solid with Yawgmoth's Will. I don't know how often I end up running it in Storm, but I think it's going to be the pick here for now. We'll take it and consider playing it. It just really depends on how the last pack shapes up. But for now, I think I'm enjoying our start. Okay, don't think we're playing any of these cards, although there's just like a slight opportunity to like run Oath of Druids here. Splash it, cut the Solemn and the Baleful Strix, and then just put like Iona and any other fatty that we can find at our top. But I think we'll take Vraska. Again, another potential card that might make our deck. Similarly, we just found a Sholdred. Alright, this is cool. Again, last few picks don't really matter. Let's see. So what are we hoping to open? Black Lotus, obviously. Soul Ring, of course. But I think we were looking for some more card draw. Frantic Search would be great. Time Spiral, Time Twister. Oh, did I already pass Memory Jar too? Crap. Are Wheel of Fortune and Memory Jar both gone? They might be. There's a Mind Twist. Not a very fun card to play against. Ugh. There's also a Badlands in this pack, but I mean, sometimes you can just get some free wins with Mind Twist, so gonna have to go ahead and just take it here. Hoping that the Badlands or the Thirst for Knowledge wheel. Mind Twist is just too good. Not a very fun card. Like, just very demoralizing. Black X, target player discards X cards at random, of all things. At random. Okay, next pack. Again, nothing too amazing. There is a DAC. That is one of the better cards. My red fixing, though, is effectively non-existent right now. Again, we're hoping that Badlands wheels. There's also Chalice, which is okay, although colorless. Treasure Cruise. Even Duretti's not terrible. I think the highest upside play is probably DAC. But it's just going to be very, very hard to cast. So I'm going to take the Chalice for now. Hopefully we can find some other pieces. There is a Palinchron here, which does combo nicely with High Tide. If you have enough islands, you can actually go infinite, recast the Palinchron, bounce it, recast it, bounce it, recast it, and then, you know, storm off. But I'm going to go with the Mox Diamond here. Just need some more fixing, and that's a good one. Okay, there's a Dark Ritual. Seems like a fine pickup. And an easy pick here for me. Alright. Looks like Upheaval's getting better and better here. I probably just need to run the Vraska as well as a extra win con. Could even run the Sholdred now too. This is going to be a weird Storm deck if Empty the Warrens is my game plan. Let's see, we have 4 more packs to find like a Tendrils of Agony. Oh, nice. That Is It Signet was a huge pickup here for us. Splashes, or rather fixes, our splash color as well as ramps us. Lava Claw Reaches, Dig Through Time also good, but Signet's an easy choice here for me. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's see. What else? 3 picks. Find a Tendrils. Now, in these cubes, even though Tendrils of Agony is in the set, it doesn't mean you will always see it. Not all the cards are opened in any given draft, so it's very possible that Tendrils is just not opened and I don't see it. Blood Crypt now. Oh man, I really want to take Grizzlebrand. No, I think I need to play it smart, and I think I need to take the Blood Crypt. We already have Polluted Delta to go fetch it as well. But Grizzlebrand could be a pretty fun one. Oh well, let's play it smart, take the fixing. Imperial Seal. There's a tutor for us. Seems fine. This is pick number 7, so one more chance to get a Tendrils of Agony. Did not get there, but that's fine. Again, we have a fine deck as it stands. We'll just take the Time Warp now. Okay, Wield the Daze, the Necrotal. Don't think we're running any of these cards. At this point, High Tide is looking like a cut. We're heavier black than anything else at the moment. Not ideal that Empty the Warrens is our win con, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Duretti, Den Protector, Reanimate, all fine considerations here. Let's Let's see. I guess Duretti doesn't really do enough. We'll take the Reanimate for the board. There's the Palincron for the High Tide, but again, we're off it now, so let's just take the Fixing. Sideboard Hexmage. And where did we end up? Kind of a medium Storm deck, I guess, all things considered. Ooh, Wildfire could be good. Double red's a little bit awkward, but we'll take it. Debating whether or not I need to splash this Sheoldred if I have the means to, slash if I don't have enough win cons as it is. We should be okay, though. Now the question is, do I want to play this Vraska still? I do have the means for it. But I think we can probably cut her. And I need to find one more cut. I can run 16 lands in this deck because we have the Sapphire. Top choices are, I suppose, Time Warp, although Time Warp's kind of insane with Empty the Warrens. Could just cut the Miscalc. Just completely ignore interaction and hope to go with our own game plan. Can this deck make enough mana for upheaval into Empty? That's the real question. I think we're going to give it a shot just because how good the potential is. All right, so not the best Storm deck I've ever drafted, but I don't think it's bad. In before 0-3. So I don't need more than one mountain here. I don't need any forests. That gives us access to another 14 lands. So, and we have Dark Ritual and Cabal Ritual, so we need fewer swamps than would initially appear. So we can go 7-6-1. And I think I like it. All right, stay tuned. Let's go to round one of this Vintage Cube draft. All right, here's game one, round one of this, and I'm not going to say failed Storm deck, but of this Vintage Cube pseudo Storm deck. Oh, opponent leading on Mishra's Workshop. No play, though. They mulligan to 6. I think what I'm going to do here is turn 2 Dark Ritual, Mind Twist them for 3. Seems pretty good. Alright, looks like the opponent might do something here. Hopefully it's not like a turn 2 Lodestone Golem. That would be very, very unfortunate. No, I said not to do that. Oh, God. That legitimately might just kill me. Holy crap. Turn 2 Lodestone. I mean, this is... Welcome to Vintage Cube. Welcome to Vintage Cube. That's all I have to say. Because that is disgusting. Okay, I do get to play a free Mox here. 3, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This would only make them discard 2 cards. That's so gross. Holy moly, that's disgusting. Wow. Turn 2 Lodestone Golem. Alright, I'm just going to pass here. Go for the Mind Twist next turn. Very possible that Lodestone Golem simply just kills me, though, in, 4 total hits. Opponent over there truly playing Vintage. The Revoker now, too. Oh, no. They get to turn off my Mox Diamond with that. Holy crap. Did I just get brutalized? Absolutely brutalized. Okay, well, let's cycle Manamorphose, I guess. Play out our Mox Sapphire. Play out our Dark Ritual and go ahead and just Mind Twist for 2. Get 2 of their 3 cards. I'm dead in 2 turns, though, so... And we only hit 2 islands? Oh, no! Alright, what do we have in our sideboard versus them? Duretti, I guess. And maybe O-Stone. Wow. Turn 2 Lodestone Golem on the play. That is what I call a yikes. Okay. So let's bring in the Duretti. Vraska's probably too slow. And I guess Upheaval's not going to be the best versus them. Don't think I need to bring in like Nighthawk. Could bring in Miscalc on the play, but let's just hope they don't have a turn 2 Lodestone Golem again and run it like this. Dang, what a start. Okay, here's game 2 after we got thoroughly demolished. Game 1. And this hand is pretty nice. Very nice even. So let's start off by suspending Lotus Bloom. And then we can Polluted Delta, fetch. Go get our Blood Crypt. Pay 2 life. Mox Diamond. Discarding land. And go black, blue. Let's play Baleful Strix out. Productive first turn for us. This is where not having a draw 7 is going to suck, though, because normally I would just, you know, Demonic Tutor for like Time Twister at this point. Okay, the lands aren't bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and Brutality their hand. See what they have. And then if we want, we can seal for something too, although we might not even want to seal at this point. Force of Will and Bribery. We're just going to take the counter here. The Bribery is irrelevant versus us. Wow, their hand is so much slower this game. Holy moly. Island Pass now from them. That's a pretty good draw. I could also go Tutor up for Mind Twists now, and then Mind Twist them for... Mind Twist them for 5 next turn. Because I think they're going to go land Basalt Monolith. So if I go... I guess we'd rather Demonic Tutor. If I go Demonic Tutor for Mind Twist, then we just empty out their hand next turn. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, there's the Monolith as expected. So unless they hit a Daze as the one unknown card, opponent's going to be living off the top of their deck. Now, another play I could just make this turn, if I wanted to, is Duretti kill their Basalt Monolith. I mean, honestly, that seems like a pretty safe play, too. Attack for 1. And I think I'm actually going to do that instead. Let's just Duretti, sack my Baleful Strix, kill their Monolith. And that leaves them so far behind still, and then we can set up the Mind Twist next turn. I think I might seal this turn for like Factor Fiction as well. Just because it's our like only source of card advantage. Because I don't think Yawgmoth's Will is good enough. Could also take Scarab God, question mark. But I think Factor Fiction's the way we want to go. Alright, so they have Island, Bribery, Elspeth, Teferi, and 1 unknown card. So let's go for the Mind Twist for 5. Nice. And there goes their hand. So they're living off the top of their library. Land pass. Mox Sapphire is the draw for us. I'm just going to main phase Foff before they can draw a counter. Scarab God versus everything. Yeah, let's take the Scarab God and just pass. We have Yawgmoth's Will in the deck too, so eventually we can just draw out of it. They don't know it, but I have another land in my hand. Or rather, Scarab, Mock Sapphire. Okay, and then upkeep, I'm probably going to eat my own Baleful Strix to get a Scry as well. Although if I wait, the Duretti can make 3 copies of it, which is pretty nice, but I think we just want to get the Strix back. I will leave a Time Warp on top. That seems good to me. Bash in for 5. And then we have him dead. Next turn. Already dead without the Time Warp even. Bottom that. Play land, go to combat. Attack for 9. You are at 9. Do you have an answer? You do not. All right. So I thought they were on an artifact deck after game 1, but it appears they just had a very, very good draw of Workshop and Lodestone Golem. Does that mean I want to bring the Vraska back in? Kind of, yes. Oh wait, it wasn't Vraska, it was Upheaval. Kind of, yes. To do or not to do? Vraska also seems like a fine choice, in all honesty. Yes or no? Yes or no? I think yes. All right, we'll bring it in. Cut 2 swamps, bring in the Blooming Marsh and the Hissing Quagmire. Actually, I'm going to not play the Quagmire and just run a Forest because I have Solemn. And it shouldn't hurt my mana base all that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's maybe a little bit short on black sources now. Actually, why do I have this much blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, never mind. We do need that. And the cut will be maybe just the Time Warp now. Ooh, excuse me. Paused to sneeze there. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. I caught it in time, I think. The Time Warp still seems good. I'm having a struggle here with my last cut. I guess maybe the acquisition is not necessary. We have Demonic Tutor and Imperial Seal anyways. We can try it like this. Go to game 3 here of round number 1. Okay, we are on the draw. A fine hand. Can either go turn 2 Solemn or turn 2 Baleful Strix, depending on what they... Oh my gosh, they have a Library of Alexandria as well. Another one of the most busted cards. They call it Leyline of Wind because if it's in your starting hand, you just accrue so much raw card advantage that, well, it's kind of hard to lose. I think I'm going to save the Dark Ritual now and just hope that I draw Mind Twist to turn off their library because... Oh, they have the Workshop too? Into Monolith? Oh my god. That is a pretty good start, I would say. Yikes. They don't have any colored mana, but if they had Lodestone again, that's gonna be unfortunate. I do have a potential turn 3 Scarab God if I want to. Yeah, here we go. Can also seal for Mind Twist again. doesn't seem bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to play Is It Signet and Seal. For twist. Getting Vraska could also be very, very good, actually. Oh, Vraska seems sick on this board. But no, I think we got to go with the twist. I have access to 7 mana next turn, so I might let their Jace transform, but turning off the Library of Alexandria is just way too important to me. Although I guess they did that for themselves, didn't they? Their game plan might just be to untap the Basalt Monolith. Huh. I mean, at this point, I might not even need to waste my Dark Ritual, I guess. Because twisting for 4 is still pretty darn good here. Nah, let's just get them all. Let's just hit them all. Also plays around a random days. Oh, but they had a mana leak. All right, well played. Got me there. Well, again, still not very likely for them to turn on their library anymore. That's not true. They have Relic, they can draw a card, they'd go back up to 6 this next turn. At the very least, them using Mana Leak means they don't get to untap their Basalt Monolith here. Ooh, that's right, the Relic also turns off my Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, loot with Jace. Discard another Plains. They do play a land out. Alright, so I guess they've just given up on library at this point. Banishing Light, my Strix, or my Signet? Oh, okay, that's fine. Joke's on you. I draw the natural. We drew another artifact spell here. Alright, just the Signet. What do you have? Now, notably, this Workshop doesn't work to filter into the Signet, nor can they use Workshop to untap Monolith. You have to be casting artifact spells, so that could be what they were not recognizing there. Okay, loot. We didn't see too many creatures from their deck. We saw a lot of planeswalkers, right? We saw Teferi and we saw Elspeth, I believe. What do you have now? Nothing? You fooling me? Alright, just pass. Nothing in that graveyard to eat. Let's attack for 6. And I guess I do the only play I really can make here. Chalice on 2, and then Solemn. Go get another island. And pass. They don't need to do very much to win this game. If they just have like a Wrath effect, that'll be good enough since they also have Relic. Alright, that's going to transform the Jace. They discarded a counterspell. I guess they don't have double blue. Don't hurt me too badly. I feel like there's, oh god, a Wrath in my future. Well, now they pop the Relic and I get wrecked. Come on, Vraska. Goodbye, all my graveyard. Goodbye, everybody's graveyard. Empty the Warrens. Okay. Well, maybe I can draw something and kind of rebuild with that. Maybe I draw Factor Fiction or something. I also discarded that counter spell, so it's good news for me. Oh, what card did I say? Did I say Factor Fiction? Because I think I just found a Factor Fiction. Whoa, dude! This is not the Factor Fiction we were looking for. Alright, we're going to choose that pile. Wow, what a... Well, I mean, I'm glad I went through all those cards, but... What I might actually do next turn is Yawgmoth's Will into Factor Fiction again. Here comes Elspeth or something crazy. Wait, this is a lot more mana. 7 mana. Karn! No, not like this. Are you going to eat my Chalice? Yep. 2, 4, 6, I have 7 mana. Well, they got me good here. Okay, that's a very good draw. Holy moly. That's a very good start. Green, red. Blooming Marsh was not a good draw. Alright, I can now Yawgmoth's Will. Play Manamorphose again from graveyard. Red, green. Play a land from my graveyard, because I might as well get that free value. 8 tokens is not awful here, truthfully. Not completely terrible. Wait, you have an artifact spell to cast end of turn? What the heck? Like Torrential Gearhulk or something? No, what are they? Oh, well, they could have used their Golgari Signet to untap their Monolith. I think they just messed up there. Okay, Elspeth. Eat my Blooming Marsh to Karn, it's fine. They forgot to use Jace. We'll take it. Top. Alright, so I can kill Elspeth here. But let's go topping first. See what we find. Okay, Duretti doesn't do too much, but Tutor will next turn, so that's good. So now we have to attack. We have to kill Elspeth here. Really don't have a choice. Otherwise, they just get to start trading off with all my goblins. We're lucky they forgot to use Jace, otherwise I wouldn't be able to kill Elspeth there. And then let's just make a 2/2. 6 mana 2/2 Menace, since Karn just minuses. Council's Judgment. So I'm going to go ahead and let them hit the top if that's what they're going to choose. I think they might just choose the Pirate, though. Yeah. So we can kill Karn now. Unless they're going to now Council's Judgment another. Yeah, it looks like they're going to minus Jace and Council's Judgment another token. Wait, that doesn't make much sense because I still kill Karn, don't I? Yeah, I guess they're probably not even going to do that. Yeah, uptick makes sense. Alright, let's tutor. I'm not even sure what else is all in the deck. Time Warp. Oh, I can put him to 1! Oh, so close. I guess it's still the choice. Because I can't cast Expansion Explosion here. Alright. Now let's look at the top 3. Wow, that's bad. No, I could put him to 2. I'm sorry, that's a mistake. Because this one goblin is still going to get -2, -0 until their next turn. But we'll take our extra turn anyways, might as well. Let's look at the top 3 cards again. Yikes. It's a lot of land. I think I'm supposed to still attack Jace. I don't know, it's the safe play. So close to killing him with that Time Warp, though. But they still need to draw something. I don't even get to kill Jace next turn, do I? Not if they uptick on a goblin. This is a weird Vintage Cube game. What is happening? Oh, they found something. Revoker. I guess they just named my Divining Top, and that's fine. Oh, they are going to Council's Judgment here. Are they going to just get rid of the top? What do they target? Wow, that's weird. I couldn't tell which one they targeted until that was resolved. Awkward. All right. So let's attack 2 at Jace to make sure he dies, and then 2 at face. Two Jace, 2 face. There are now 2 islands on top of my library. Ooh, if they're not attacking with the Revoker, that might mean they're blocking with it. To take off the 2-turn clock from me. Path to Exile. Oh, we happily want to shuffle. We know there was another land on top, and now there's a random instead. Okay. GG. Hopefully. You look at your hand, kill that creature, give you -2. That will be lethal if they don't have anything. Nice. All right. Well, our makeshift Storm deck has won the very first round of this Vintage Cube draft. I'm not going to say in spectacular fashion, because it certainly wasn't, but hey, a win's a win, and let's go to round 2. Here's round 2 of this Vintage Cube draft. We are on the draw, and our hand, well, it has a Mind Twist in it, so I'm gonna keep it because I can mind twist them for a decent amount pretty early here. The question is, do I want a Dark Ritual out Basalt Monolith? I don't think so. But if I did, I would be able to mind twist for 4 next turn. I guess that's probably fine. And then turn 3, just spend it untapping my Basalt Monolith. Be pretty funny if they just had a disenchant there. Kill my Monolith. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. They could have a Mana Tithe, but I'm not gonna play around that. This is game 1. What you got? Jeez. Blade Splicer, Spear of Heliod, Sword of Feast and Famine, and a Plains. Alright, so they are indeed playing the white aggro deck. Hit a 3-drop and a Sword of Feast and Famine was pretty good. Sword is the more relevant card there. Alright, that's not a bad way for them to refill their hand. What I can do on turn 4, though, is just restart the game with Upheaval, and me being the first one with a land on the battlefield, so don't mind. Don't mind that at all. Okay, Vivian found something. Now remember, it's not always a creature. If they just don't find a creature in the top 3, then that card is just going to permanently stay exiled. With Vivian, they can cast their creatures at instant speed, so if they do have a creature, they don't need to cast it. Not sure why they're casting that now, though. Maybe just to give it reach and vigilance? I don't know. In any case, that's fine with me. Don't mind restarting the game here. And a Signet to boot. I could actually wait a turn now, but I don't want them to get minus Vivian value again next turn, so let's just cast it. And then we'll play a land and pass. We're not doing much, but we're not doing much spectacularly well. Okay, no plays again. Ha! Now that's a card I can get behind. And we hit a Blade Splicer in their graveyard. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to be 1 mana short of Scarab God and immediately activate it, which means the Linvala turns off Scarab God. So it's possible I can just wait a turn if I really wanted to. Oh, or I could cast that. Nice. So I'm going to Time Warp just as kind of an explore effect. And what this is going to let me do is now play the Scarab God out and then activate it on their Spear of Heliod. Or, sorry, not Spear of Heliod, on their Blade Splicer. That is what we call some good value. So we know they have another Plains. They have Linvala and Vivian in hand. Nom nom nom. Tasty, tasty. And another nice thing about this is that I'm going to get all of the scries still, because that is not an activated ability. Do not want the swamp. Thank you, scry. Let's Strix first. See what goodies we might find. Top is a nice one. All right. Now let's take a look. Ugh, awful. So we're going to put the island on top, and then we can scry it to the bottom. Okay, yeah. I just want to attack with Scarab God here. If they want to double block it, I 2-for-1 them, and then I get the Scarab God back. They don't really have good attacks right now. You would not think this is a Storm deck. Not with this draw. I mean, I guess we're not true Storm, but still. Point stands. Oh, Elspeth. Okay. Are they going to jump their Bremas, or they're just going to make some chumpers? Looks like they're just going to make some chumpers. That's fine. Again, the reason I didn't attack Blade Splicer last turn is because they could just block with the Bremas. The Bremas would poop out a token, and then I don't get to do the scry, which is super nice right now. Alright. Collective Brutality, Yawgmoth's Will. Oh, baby. This is going to be a very good turn, I think, if I play my cards right. How much mana do I have access to? Wait, did I forget to untap my Basalt Monolith last turn? Or was I tapped out? I think I was tapped out, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. So if I draw Yawgmoth's Will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can go like this. We can order all these. We can Manamorphose. That's 5 cards in our graveyard. Draw the Collective Brutality. 2 modes here. Look at their hand. Actually, -2/-2 and gain 2 life. Kill the soldier. Ping them for 2. Discard Swamp. Now we have 7 cards in our graveyard. So that activates our Cabal Ritual. We will Cabal Ritual. Now we can Yawgmoth's Will. And now we can again Cabal Ritual here. Dark Ritual. Manamorphose. Time Warp and Mind Twist. Yeah, that was pretty good. Nice little value Yawgmoth's bargain there. Okay, I like it. Looks like O-Stone could be okay versus them. It is a little bit awkward in my deck, though. Actually, not Hexmage. Nighthawk is going to be good here as well. Let's see. I'm going to take out the Lotus Bloom. I really want to run Wildfire versus them too, but that might be a little bit of a stretch on the mana base. What do you think? Should we try it? Am I going to go for the Wildfire memes? Maybe. You know what? For science, let's put in the Wildfire. Take out the acquisition. And again, it could run the O-Stone, but I'm going to go with the Wildfire here instead, and let's go to game 2. Okay, game 2, round 2 on the draw. We have a pretty good hand though. Turn 1 Baleful Strix off of Sapphire and land. We're going to hold the Polluted Delta in our hand because we have top and other ways to abuse the shuffle. And this actually gets our second red source too. This gets Blood Crypt, so already have the mana to cast Wildfire. We want to draw like Chalice and Basalt Monolith and whatnot. There's a top. Okay. Well, now we have a use for the shuffle effect. So let's look at the top 3. I think we like those. Or at least I like the Solemn Ramp. I'm going to keep the Solemn. And just pass. Could also just keep all 3 of those cards if I wanted to, but I think we just want to keep the Solemn and then ship the rest. Is this Elspeth again? Yikes, okay, that's kind of bad. That's a little bit of a rougher one to deal with. Alright, if this is the case, I might need to draw that Upheaval. Or rather, keep the Upheaval. But then I would lose my top. This is interesting. This is an interesting choice for sure. I think we're going to do it though. I think I'm going to draw the Upheaval. Shuffle away the seal and the top now. Unfortunate, yes, I know, but a necessity. And just pass. They have 2 cards left in their hand. Okay. 5 mana. Angel of Sanctions. Oh no! That's a combo with Containment Priest for sure. Huh. Okay. That is certainly a combo with Containment Priest. I don't think they're going to attack here. Not until next turn. Oh, did they forget to use Elspeth? I think they might have forgotten to use Elspeth. So now what do we do? Now we play a land, pass. Actually, no. I'm gonna fetch up my Blood Crypt right now. And actually Expansion Explosion their Kythian for 2 right now, before they can untap. Seems like a better play. Okay, I'm going to take 8 here from Containment Priest and Angel. If I could have one more setup turn, I'd play a huge Chalice and then go following turn Upheaval and Empty the Warrens. Would be so sick. Ooh, Demonic Tutor, also a very good draw. Alright, I'm going to go to a combat here. And attack them for 2. The thing is, if I Upheaval, which I'm going to do, they can float mana and Containment Priest me. Or flashback the Containment Priest. So hopefully they don't see the play. Nice, they didn't. They didn't float the mana. Okay, we got kind of lucky there, for sure. Now we can go Sapphire. And we'll play a Chalice on 1. And discard Swamp. Island. Swamp. And I guess... Island? Yeah, we don't need it. I think we want to keep all those cards. Empty the Warrens could have been a discard, but... This is fine. Ooh, Basalti. Let's go play Solemn here. Get ourselves another blue source. So next turn I can go Basalt plus Nighthawk if I want to. Still have a lot of ritual effects and stuff in my deck too. Could go like Demonic Tutor for Cabal Ritual or something. Actually, there's a lot of different plays I can make. What do you have here for 3 mana? Banishing Light, okay. They might eat a mana source. Nope, they're going to take the Solemn. Alright, so they're going to hit me down to 7, and then Elspeth next turn jump their Containment Priest. So, I guess we're not going to be attacking with our flyers anytime soon anymore. Let's just make the play I was going to make. Nighthawk, Monolith, pass. See if they cast the Elspeth or not. And indeed they do. I have so many different plays I can make next turn. I'm sure I'm not going to make the most optimal. Alright, I'm going to start by just Demonic Tutoring and seeing what we can get though. Because we can do so many different things here. God, another Yawgmoth's Will seems so funny to me. Or another Upheaval, rather, seems so funny to me. So if I get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I get Yawgmoth's Will, I have 5 mana. Demonic Tutor, 3 mana. I wouldn't have double blue, though. I wouldn't have double blue. Oh, God, am I going to be a little bit short? Let's see, you got Yawgmoth's Will. Cast Yawgmoth's Will. Cast Yawgmoth's Will. Cast Demonic Tutor. Oh, I'd be short on black as well, wouldn't I? Get Yawgmoth's Will. Tap Basalt Monolith Blood Crypt. Yawgmoths. Yeah, I'd be missing black mana to do all of that. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Could also just get Mind Twist and Mind Twist away their entire hand again. Obviously not a terrible play. Dang, so close to doing everything I want to, though. Could just wait a turn. Could just get the Yawgmoth's Will, play my land, do a little baby empty. And then set up again for next turn. I'm just going to pass here. I think what they're going to do is just cast Angel of Sanctions and give their soldier +3/+3. But I think we are going to completely crush them. Like, next turn is going to be absurd, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to do some crazy Yawgmoth's Will upheaval shenanigans and then cast a large Empty the Warrens, is what I envision. I'm pretty sure I was one black source away from doing it last turn, though, because I only had 3, and I only had 2 left after Demonic Tutor. Alright, so, as prophesized, everything's going according to plan, because if I do get the upheaval and cast it, then I'm going to get Solemn and Vampire Nighthawk back on an empty board, and then I get to replay Mox Sapphire and whatnot, so everything is going as planned here. Perfect. Because I'm going to be losing these tokens anyways, I might as well just attack with them. Deal 2 damage to the opponent. And now we are going to do some nasty business. This turn is going to be so good. Alright, Basalt, land, Yawgmoth's Will. Swamp, Demonic Tutor. Go get Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual 5 black. Float, float, float. And now I upheaval. Get back Solemn and Vampire Nighthawk. No! Don't tell me they conceded. You didn't even get to see the play yet. Oh, okay, so what was going to happen was, that was spell number 4. I was going to play Sapphire, Chalice on 0, that would be spell 6, Basalt Monolith, Mountain, empty the Warrens from my graveyard, and yeah, we'd have a board of Sapphire, Chalice, Monolith, Land, and like 16 1/1 tokens versus their nothing, so it was going to be pretty good. Anyways, let's go last round. Okay, here we are for the finals of this Vintage Cube draft. I'm on the draw. I don't have any black sources, but I'm going to keep this hand because if we do draw black source, we are in action. Mox Sapphire, not bad. I think the game plan, if I do find a black source, is just to go find Mind Twist and set up a nasty twist on the opponent. Although now that they have Jace, it's a little less tempting. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Sapphire, just in case they have Daze. I'm still going to go ahead and Demonic Tutor here for the Mind Twist, but knowing that they have Jace makes it a little bit worse. So next turn I'm going to have, let's see, 4, 5, 6. I get to Mind Twist them for 5. Perfect. And they have no cards left in there. Or they're tapped out, rather. So we go Dark Ritual. And Mind Twist your hand away. Oh, crap, I overpaid. If they had Daze, that would have been bad. Whoopsies. Hostage Taker, Ashiok, Mystical Tutor, Reanimate. They do get to flip their Jace. Then they can reanimate, but that's not even that powerful. At least it's not that bad, I should say. It is certainly powerful, but not that bad for me. I'm just going to go with Solemn here. Get another black source. Hopefully the Arcane Artisan doesn't hit anything too scary end of turn. Just an island. Sure. What? Oh, chart a course. Nice. I dig the value. So they don't have to discard. It's clever. Well, now what do we do? I guess I'm going to Strix. See what we hit. Manamorphose. Okay. Manamorphose. Black, red. I guess I go Mastermind's Acquisition here. Could also gotten something from my sideboard. Oh, they have a Spell Pierce. Wow. That's rude. Sheesh. Alright, well now we're living off the top of our library. Extremely rude. I think I was going to go get Yawgmoth's Will. And then set up for a pretty crazy, or what would have been a pretty crazy Empty the Warrens turn, but darn. Now I think they're in a much better spot than I am, because they have Jace and Arcane Artisan active. And that's not doing us any favors, is it? Get it? Is it? Is it Signet? No? Okay, never mind. Okay, activate Arcane. Do they find a creature? They find a Grave Titan. So I think at this point I need to hit Upheaval or basically bust. I do get an extra card draw off the Solemn. The reason I'm not using Delta to thin out my library is we have, like, again, our Sensei's Divining Top in our deck. Oh, Faf was a great draw there. Holy moly. Faf was a wonderful draw. Hopefully they don't have another counter. Alright, end of turn Faf. There's Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, I'm taking the Will, and I'm hoping they don't have another counter because we will win the game with this. So let's use the Delta. Let's go get another island. Let's Cabal Ritual. Play the Mox Diamond, might as well. Yawgmoth's Will. Nice, it resolved, and now we should win. Cabal Ritual. Dark Ritual. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 mana. 15 mana. How much do I need? I think I need exactly 15. 6 plus 6 plus 4? No. 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16 mana. Oh, I'm going to be a land short. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. To go upheaval. Dang it. Into empty the Warrens. So I guess instead, let's Manamorphose. Well, let's Demonic Tutor first, I guess. Alright, they activate Arcane Artisan in response, that's fine. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana left after this. Oh, no, because I'll have Mox Sapphire to replay. So this does work. This does work. Now I get grab Upheaval. Perfect. Oh, and I'm going to have the... I'm going to be way over enough. Because I'm also going to have the Mox Diamond now. Oh, yes. Oh, this is so good. Manamorphose. Red, black. Mastermind's Acquisition. Search my library for Empty the Warrens. Empty the Warrens. I can do this now. Tap this. And empty the Warrens for 26. Post upheaval. I frickin' did it! Yes! 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 Oh, it's so good! Whee! And discard. Good job, team. We did it. Now that is a board state, let me tell you. Feels good. That is the only thing I wanted to do during this draft, and hey, it worked. Alright, they're playing Reanimate, so I'm going to bring in my own Reanimate to hit their Reanimate. Could bring in Vraska as well. I think that's all I'm going to bring in, though. Just my Reanimate for their Reanimate. And let's see. I guess I don't need the Expansion Explosion. Alright, let's go to game 2. Alright, here we are, game 2 of the last round, and our hand is Absurdity. We're going to Mind Twist them for quite a bit on turn 2. Because I get to go turn 1, land, Sapphire, Mox, discarding land, playing Signet. Notably, I couldn't play Baleful Strix there in addition to playing out all those. And hopefully I just draw a land next turn. Get to Mind Twist them for 4. Nice. Alright, we're going to make the same exact play. Mind Twist the opponent for 4 on turn 2. Goodbye. Land, Charticore's Vamp Tutor. Now, they did have the Jace again, which is pretty annoying, as they get to immediately transform it, but I think that's too good of a play to pass up. I mean, really? How do you not do that? This does unlock them, Jace flashing back their Vamp Tutor, though, which I think they're probably going to do. Or maybe not, just Charticourse. Sure, either way. Let's go with the Strixie. Draw. Land, pass. I mean, we're back to doing nothing, but hey. A flashy first turn. For sure. Oh no! Mesmeric Fiend hits my Time Warp. That's rude. They know I have the island, so let's play out the island. Alright. Oh. Draw go until we can find something, I guess. They get to attack with the Fiend. What are we looking for? Just Foff, basically. Scarab God. I wish I had that Expansion Explosion now for sure. It'd be great right now. What, 5, 6, 7, 8? I'd draw 4. Anemic beatdowns. That's a good draw. Oop, not that. 2 modes. Kill a creature and look at their hand. What you got in there, friendo? Entomb in response. Okay. Well, this would be a great time to draw Reanimate now. Depending on what they entomb. Inkwell Leviathan, yeah. And they have a Tinker. Wow, okay, there goes their Tinker. Gonna go ahead and just Time Warp, I think. Darn. Alright. Well, they might flash back their Vamp Tutor at this point. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Oh, come on, Reanimate off the top for me. One time. Strix can now attack since the Jace didn't uptick on it. Yawgmoth's will. Okay, that's not terrible. In fact, that's actually pretty good. So we get to Yawgmoth's will. Play land from graveyard. Cabal Ritual. Time Warp myself. And just make them discard the last card in their hand. Alright. And this means we get to kill the Jace. Oh, and we drew the Reanimate! Oh my god. Oh no, opponent, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That is hilarious. Unless they got Living Death with the Vamp Tutor, that's game over. Yeah, Exhum's not good enough. That is funny. Oh Jesus, and we're drawing so well. What's it like to be lucky? This is what it's like. Upheaval versus everything. So what can they flash back with Jace? Not too much. Exhume, Tinker, and Tomb all don't matter. Yep, so let's take the fat pile. Attack for 8. Go tutor up something tasty. Scarab God looks good. And then might as well play Monolith into empty for 8 tokens. Alright, your move, OP. Get 2 draws at it. Good luck with the Jace. Discard Dismember. And did they find it? A Living Death or something? Damnation? Toxic Deluge? No. Toxic wouldn't kill Inkwell Leviathan. It's got 11 toughness. What can they possibly find? Oh, they did find a Toxic. Oh, nice. Okay, so they're not technically dead here. Wow, amazing. Very good, very good. We do still have them on a 2-turn clock, though, and the funny thing is, because they have Mesmeric Fiend in their own graveyard, what I get to do is play it safe, kill the Jace, and now on their draw step, I get to reanimate Mesmeric Fiend to look at whatever they just drew. So a sorcery they won't be able to do. So draw step, animate Mesmeric Fiend. And they just conceded. Perfect. Well, I did not really expect a 3-0 with that deck, but oh baby, I'm excited that we did, because that was super fun overall. This deck had a lot of fun play to it, and well, just goes to show you that even without, you know, all the good Storm pieces, just having broken cards, Demonic Tutor, Mock Sapphire, Mind Twist, Upheaval, can sometimes do the trick. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Vintage Cube draft. I certainly enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out all my other content here on the MTGO Traders channel. We'll see you back next time. Take it easy.